What's up, everybody?
Hello.
It's who
Mel.
and me, and we vlogging right now. We back in Johannesburg
Yes, sir.
at our spot. This is our first full day here, so we want to say what's up to our South African family because we're back. Sawubona.
Sabona.
Yeah, we're back, and what's up to all of our U.S. family that we left behind. Y'all
Yes.
are minus 7 hours behind us here.
Yeah.
So it's Sunday, and we decided we come out and vlog because we spent our first full day back, and we're gonna be here for a little bit, getting some more stuff done. And it's been a busy day. We just woke up a little while ago.
Still tired.
Still tired. Mel crashed out on me when we got back to the house this afternoon.
So tired.
And she got more sleep than I did, actually.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get a whole lot of sleep because we had stuff we were dealing with back home in the United States, a little minor disaster that happened yesterday evening that we had to really get taken care of with our kids back home. But, we're working through that and everything is cool. But I will say it involves COVID.
Right, which is still around.
Actually, our 19-year-old college student, he got sick. I mean, we left, and the whole trip just started out. The whole trip just started out crazy, y'all, because we flew out of Atlanta. Actually, not Atlanta. We actually flew out of Charlotte, North Carolina, because the tickets were so expensive. And Delta's y'all gonna have to get it together. Delta Airlines, you have to get it together. We live in Atlanta, which is the hub for Delta Airlines.
Robbing.
But tickets are just so expensive flying out of Atlanta, with it being the hub. It's cheaper for us to fly out of other states. We could have flown all the way to Chicago on a budget, airline
And still saved a lot of money.
saved about $700 per ticket. So what we ended up doing was we flew out of Charlotte, North Carolina, but on our way to Charlotte, North Carolina, our vehicle broke down on us. We started having car problems. Now, we were only a few minutes from our house. So we were able to call my daughter and have her to come, take us to get a rental car. And we got a rental car. And then she had to then go back and work with the tow truck driver to tow our vehicle to the automobile servicing place so that they can figure out what's wrong with it and fix it, which we know is going to be expensive. So we expecting that. So that's the way we started off our trip.
Out the gate early in the morning.
Yeah, but fortunately, we gave ourselves enough time because I tend to plan that way. I made sure we had ample time to still drive to Charlotte, North Carolina, and catch our plane back to Atlanta. We flew back home.
Which is crazy.
So that we can catch the international flight from Atlanta to Johannesburg for the 14 hours or so.
Now, mind you, we called Delta. Was like, hey, since we reside in Atlanta, can we just go ahead and
hop on our flight in Atlanta?
They're like, it's gonna be extra $1,000 per
extra
ticket.
$1,000 per ticket, $1,000 US per ticket. So
we'll take that drive up to Charlotte.
South Africans multiply that times 18, almost 19 rand.
Right.
So you're talking about 19,000, I guess rand per ticket, right?
And that's on
Additional,
top of what we had already paid. Yeah.
So that's the way the trip started out. But we got over here. We got over here like Saturday afternoon. Yeah. Saturday afternoon. Yeah. And got settled there and everything. Got our rental car and just came to the house and relaxed. I thought that the locks had got changed on our place too, because the locks wouldn't turn, the keys wouldn't open. So I'm panicking. I'm like, man, since we were last here, somebody that came in stole our house and changed our locks. So it was crazy, but I think it was just because the locks had not been exercised in a while since we were last here. Yeah. So since there was no key in there turning it, it probably just got jammed up, with the mechanics of the lock tumblers and everything. And so, but I just when I was about to go try to find somebody to help me, a locksmith or whatever, I was able to get the locks jiggled so that we were able to get in. And so, so that was pretty much it. We just chilled yesterday once we got in and kind of wound down. But then today we got out there because we still have some stuff to do. We still got, a couple furnishings to buy, for the place and everything. And we got some painting that we're going to do so that the place is looking nice and looking real fly and comfortable and everything so that when we're here, going forward. So we got out this morning, and the first thing that I did was I called myself going to get rid of this phone. You might remember this phone from our earlier episodes that we got a hard time from the South African family on this phone that y'all said your grandparents used. Because last time we were here, we had this phone. I needed a South African cell phone number so that they could reach us for deliveries and stuff like that. And so we got this phone, and I told myself that I was going to have a smartphone when I come back. I was going to bring an extra smartphone that I had. They were just going to do a SIM card swap. We'd buy a new SIM card, and they would put the SIM card in, and I would be able to use it. But it turns out that I did pay for a new SIM card, and they tried to insert it into the phone, but it wouldn't work.
Yep.
So now I'm ended up stuck with this phone. It does have 2 SIM cards now. So I have 2 phone numbers. But hopefully they'll be able to still reach me when they need to deliver our next pieces of furniture. So I'm going to be stuck with this phone for a while. I think what I might have to do next time is just buy a smartphone here.
Yeah.
Because the smartphone that I have, from what she told me, we would have to have it unlocked on the United States side. And I'm not sure if AT&T would do that, you know, unless we're trying to get the service with them. I don't see them helping us to give somebody else the service.
Not at all.
So that's the first thing we did. And then we went from there, and we went to get our bed. We went to buy another bed because we have to get a bed for our same place we bought. Shouts out to the sister Carabo at the bed store over down at Southgate. Yeah. Down near the Southgate Mall. So that's where we went. So she was waiting for us.
Yeah, she provides excellent customer service. She's so helpful.
She was looking for us last week. She thought we was coming because a lot of times, like, I'm up when I'm back in the United States. Most of the times I'm up very early in the morning because, you know, right now we're 7 hours ahead of our time zone in the United States. So I have to be up very early in the morning to handle business, you know, with people that I have in South Africa, whether it be things with, you know, our place here or other legal matters or just trying to get stuff done, buying furniture and those types of things. Because y'all believe in shutting down when it's 4 and 5 o'clock. When they say that's
off, doors locked,
business closed, business is closed. So she was looking for us, but she was kind of mistaken. She said she was a week early. But so we kept our word. We kept our word. So we showed up this morning. We were there like shortly after they opened, after we came from the mall getting this taken care of. So we got the bed. And then what else did we do after we went from there? Oh, we went to go look to see if we could find a kitchen table, but that place,
it was closed.
That place was closed. It said they were on the one hand, it said they were open, but then it said they were closed. Like the hours, they had Sunday hours listed on Google. They had Sunday hours listed, but it also said the store is closed. So I'm like, well, which is it? You got Sunday hours listed, but you say the store is closed at the same time. So we just decided to drive over there because it's not very far away. So we drove over there, and they were closed. And so we were like, okay, well, you know, we'll try again, like, you know, tomorrow or whatever, to go over there and try to get us a kitchen table and stuff purchased. Then we went to the mall, went and hung out at the mall a little bit and bought some stuff.
But wait a minute, let's backtrack back before we with the dining room table. Back to with the phone.
Okay, yeah. So here I am, right? So since we got this foot planted in South Africa now, you know, I'm working on my Zulu and stuff, right? So I thought it would be cool that, you know, when we come over here this time, and each time that we come over, that, you know, we're able to be more fluid in Zulu. And so, you know, we practice and we use the translating apps and stuff and watch YouTube videos and practice with each other and stuff. And but it's a whole lot different when you get over here and you get in front of real South African people who speak Zulu, let you know. And they start laughing at you when you say certain things to them, like I did when I was getting this phone done. And it was not only the first thing was when I was getting the phone, but then we went to the bed store and Karabo she started laughing when I was saying something, and she looked at me,
what are you trying to say?
And I'm like, okay. What do I say if I'm trying to say this? I'm like, how do you pronounce this? Because I started thinking maybe I wasn't pronouncing it right.
Right.
And so I just wasn't pronouncing it right. And the thing is, it's the clicks. It's the clicks. So you can have something that's spelled a certain way, you know, like I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it because I probably sound like crap. South Africans would be laughing at me. So we just decided we just gonna put our Zulu on hold as far as trying to speak at the people here. We just gonna keep. We got to find some way because the translator apps, they'll give you like the English pronunciation and stuff. You can type it in Zulu, right? But they won't give you the pronunciation. Yes. You know, now there's some YouTube videos that you can find out there with people speaking this Zulu, and you can get more of the pronunciation. But other than that, you're just left with trying to figure out how to pronounce the word based upon, the way it's spelled. And of course, speaking English, letters sound a certain way, and when you put certain letters together, they sound a certain way. Yeah. But then we have no clicks. Yeah. So I mean, when you telling me I got a and stuff like that, and I'm seeing an L and a K and T, like whoa, wait a minute, laughing. This doesn't sound like it should be a click because a click sound like or tisk, like when you say tisk TSK when we say tisk when we say right we spell that TSK right. That's not the same. Yeah. So, but it was just crazy, but it was very embarrassing in hindsight. After I realized I was making an ass of myself, basically.
She kept putting down. She was laughing, but she saw that he was trying. Yeah. And so I think that was. But then Karaba, she was like, okay, when you explain what you're trying to say, she said, no, this is how you need to say it. This is it.
And so, like, so I decided that's what I'm going to do. Like certain things we have. Yes, no, bull, ka. Stuff like that. We got the sawbone down. We got the salagashi, hambagashi, all that. We got all that type stuff down. But it's some of the more complex things that I think before I kind of step out there, I'm going to, okay, if I want to say this, here's how I think I want to say it, but how do I really say it? How do I pronounce it? So that's going to be the approach going forward. So that was an interesting part of the day. So that was during the phone and the bed thing. And so then we did go to the mall and we bought some stuff like underclothes stuff, so we don't have to worry about traveling with that stuff anymore, coming back and forth. And that's great, not having to have bags that you check in, through the airline and stuff. You just have your carry-ons. Yeah, because of rude people who travel with more bags that they're allowed to carry on. Yeah. But anyway, and so we went and did that, and then what else? What else did we do? We got a TV. We went to the China Mall. Whew. We went to
one-stop shop for everything.
If you are ever in Johannesburg and you are not a South African, and you want to go someplace where I don't think there's anything that you could possibly want that you can't find. I think if you needed a kidney, you could probably. If you need like an organ or something, you could probably get it from there, because it was just overwhelmingly just big,
a big maze.
So we think we have like flea markets and I don't know what you would classify it as,
right?
But if you want to go buy stuff, I'm talking it could be. We got to go get like fragrances, electronics, crafts, draperies. Rugs,
wedding gowns, everything.
All kinds of stuff, fabrics, just anything and everything, computer stuff, anything and everything. But it was huge, so that was our first time there. But we got to go back over there. I mean, that's gonna be a place that we'll go from time to time. I think if you want to just shop for stuff and just go look around and find stuff. So that was the real cool thing. So we were able to find a TV from there. Yeah. And we was able to, to bring back and get that all set up so that we can kind of have something, to pass the time when we're sitting around here in the house. We like to watch also we can watch the Mel and Me, the podcast on the YouTube channel. Yeah. So if you have not, like, share, subscribe to our channel. That's been pretty much it. We just got out here today and just got some of the stuff taken care of. Of course, we ate good. We just came in from eating dinner here in the community. Beautiful restaurant here. They do a great job there. But so tomorrow, we got some stuff to take care of. Right. And we do have, anytime we come, especially now in the early stages, we're having to take care of a lot of business, so to speak.
Trying to get through all of that so that when we do come, we don't have to take care of business. We can truly just enjoy ourselves.
We can chill.
We did go and look at the, did a quick view of the trail. We didn't go all the way in.
But that's something we can that exercise and stuff like that. But just driving down the roads, the area where we live, just seeing people running and stuff like that, it's real inspiring because this part of town, Johannesburg South, they bike a lot, they cycle a lot and run, and I mean just everyday people,
all
man, they
ages.
take it, and it's just a vibe. It's just a vibe with that whole thing out here. So it really motivates you to get out there, and so we looking forward to that. I'm looking forward definitely to having a chance to run in the next couple of days. I'll get out there, but man, we're gonna get some painting done, decorate and stuff like that. So we got to get back out there, and do a little bit more shopping. This has been an expensive trip when I think about it, because we having a
couple trips,
and then starting out. Starting out with the car problem and stuff, and having to get a rental car because we had to get a rental car to travel to Charlotte, North Carolina, to get there. And then I paid for the parking ahead of time, so I prepaid the parking for the week
that money
because we were planning on parking our car there for the week, and then when we fly back, we were going to fly back into Charlotte and then drive our car back home. So that was money wasted.
Yes,
but. I'm thinking we're not going to get on that flight to Charlotte. Once we get into Atlanta, we're hopping off that plane because we're not going to accept them putting our carry-on bags on, checking the bags in. We're going to carry our bags on because we need to have our bags as carry-on so that when we get off that plane, we can just go home. They can find somebody else to put in our seat. Maybe there's somebody on a standby that needs a seat to fly to Charlotte. They can take and, sell them the seat or something like that. But that's going to be a surprise. That's going to be a surprise for them.
Right.
But if we can help it, we're getting off that plane in Atlanta, and we will not fly back to Charlotte.
Which will put us in
and since we don't have a car, in Charlotte, and that keeps us from having to rent a car to drive back.
Exactly.
So plus it'll be Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
So we'll be back in time to catch the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And you can be a fair weather fan and move between who's ever winning the game. That's who you'll be cheering for. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs
now because it's them and San Fran.
She's shameless about that. She's a fair weather. She's a bandwagon.
Whoever winning, that's who I'm rolling with. Now I was with Baltimore until they did.
Don't tell everybody how shady you are.
I'm not the only one. Trust me, I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
I'm not.
So that's what we got. Next couple of days we just gonna be doing some stuff and doing some of that and then just relaxing and stuff too. And we're gonna go out and do something. Hopefully we'll find some place nice to go kick it at. We can find some music or some live music or some jazz or whatever, some soul music or some some we can vibe to and just go kind of chill and get a feel for the scene here. I would like to. I mean, if we have an opportunity, and we were looking for an opportunity to connect up to do like some volunteer work, some community work. In which a couple places I looked at, their rosters were full, but we're gonna definitely try to maybe find an opportunity later on this week to maybe do some community effort, someplace with some local organization, especially given, with what you do professionally and some things that we're looking at in the future and stuff. It'd be a chance to start building some relationships there. So we're gonna look for that opportunity as well. So and that'll be something to do during the day or something like that. But other than that, man, we just chilling this trip. Just try to enjoy it. And like I said, just get the spot together here and just enjoy the time that we have here and get ready to go back into the rat race back in the U.S.
Yeah, I have to get my body right just with the time zone.
Yeah, until the next time we come back.
Yeah.
Which again, it's gonna pick up more and more for us. And who knows, how long till we're permanently planted or something like that. You just never know what can happen in life. Life happens, right?
Yeah.
As we learned this weekend with the situation. But it is one thing that kind of reminds me about like with our kids. With the situation that arose, I mean, it's just the timing again was just so crazy. And this is something that's I think for anybody who embarks upon something like this, because we're at this stage in life, at this particular stage in our lives where we're doing stuff and we're entering that next phase because we have no more babies anymore, right? We have two grown, one very grown kid, and then just a young adult, who's college age or at the university for those of you. in South Africa. It's called university here, but it's just college there. They attend universities, but he's in his first year of college, and you have situations happen, and so. You spend all these years raising your kids and teaching them all the different lessons of life and stuff, and they never believe you. They never believe the things that you say. They think you're just ranting and raving over certain things and making a big deal about stuff until the situations happen. Right. And you find yourself in these situations, and it's like, okay, I need you all to step up now, right? Because this was literally, a situation that happened like no sooner than we got comfortable and we're winding down for the night, boom, situation back home. And so now we have to quarterback that thing. That's a term that I've been using, right? A quarterback for a football team, American football, that is. Having to manage the situation and guide them because these are situations that they have not had to deal with. Even with our daughter with the tow truck, having to get the vehicle towed. So what's going to happen from here with this vehicle? What do I need to do with it? Never face that situation. So you train your kids as best you can, but then you have situations that arise that put them to the test, right? And then they have to now step into that role. So it's something that was a learning lesson for us and something for us to convey to people out there, because actually we're sharing our journey with other people, who are like us or who may have similar aspirations,
and
as
if
we
you're
do.
not preparing your kids, you may want to ensure that you do. Even talking about and presenting scenarios that could potentially take place and how would they handle it.
Yeah,
because that's important.
Yeah, because we have to go through a lot of stuff, and I'm talking even the more serious stuff. Like there's conversations that you need to have, like here's where this is, here's who you contact in this case. This is this is here, this is there. This is what's available to you for this in this scenario. Blah 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 blah. Right? These are tough conversations, man, that you have to have, but necessary. And it's like every time we travel, and every time that we travel in the future, that we have to go back and forth, and they're not with us. You have to go through those things. Never leave those loose ends dangling, and place, because when it comes down to it, and at the end of the day, as we like to say, we're flying across the ocean, 8,000 plus miles, one-way trip. And we got to make 2 trips, and for the majority of that trip, there's nothing beneath us but 20,000 feet of water, right? So you have to plan. You have to plan for those things, and you have to have those tough discussions. So and that was a learning lesson, for us and for anyone else out there. Don't discount that when you're traveling, especially if you say single mothers. We see a lot of single mothers come over here to the African continent with their kids, and we've actually had that discussion before, and we kind of alluded to this in one of our other episodes. But that's a serious endeavor that you're undertaking when single parent coming over when you're a single parent, because the bottom line is that we have to think about when we come over to another continent, it's just us, and if we're a single parent, we're the only parent for those children. And if something happens to us, let's just say we go out for a night on the town or whatever to enjoy ourselves or whatever, we may have kids that are preteens even, that we leave at the house. If something was to happen to us and we don't make our way back home, those kids are now stranded on an entire another continent with no family potentially. Who knows what level of finances and what level of education they may have had before that time in regards to those things. So I just detoured to that point of discussion to just highlight that as a very important point that I think that we should think about when we embark upon these things. Even if you can be 2 parents, as we are.
Absolutely.
We've had discussions about how we travel and how we will choose to travel, because we were planning on coming with our youngest over here, but it doesn't coincide with his college schedule, and we were trying to debate on whether or not to do it, because we would rather the 3 of us all be together rather than us to leave him behind, and that type of thing. Again, those are very real things that we need to consider. But that's what this trip is. Like all of our trips, like I said, for us, this is just a long-term thing, plan a very strategic type of thing that we're approaching methodically, and we're taking our time because we want to be successful at what we do, and so we're trying to go about it the right way. And even though it's a lot of A lot of money is costing us that we're going through. We plan for it.
Yeah.
And and it's really kind of like the only thing we have going.
Right. I mean, it'd be worth it.
We don't.
In the end,
we don't really do anything else.
Exactly.
All our focus,
so our money goes.
It's this whole effort that we're doing here. We don't. We don't spend frivolously. When we don't have to, or indulge in a lot of stuff.
Right.
Trying to keep up and doing this and that. We cool with what we have and where we are.
Right.
Our focus is getting this together over here and positioning ourselves so that if and when we decide to make a move, even if it's an early retirement or normal retirement, or whatever, that we good to go. That's the name of the game with us. So we just chilling, y'all. So we just wanted just come out here and just say what's up to everybody.
Yes, let y'all know how we doing
before we wind down for the evening and start tomorrow.
Yes,
getting stuff done. So we just gonna wrap it up, wrap this little vlog up. So we hope that everybody takes care out there, and maybe something was informative or entertaining in this. And we'll do more of that, but we just we tend to be just kind of chill and cool. That's kind of our mode. That's how we move. So.
I'm gonna be enjoying this piece of chocolate cake.
Oh well, you got to split that with me.
Yes, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Big, huge,
but it's so good.
Huge piece of chocolate cake that we got from the restaurant.
In my face.
It was real good. So we're gonna have that a little bit. I might actually have me because I got some wine too. So I might have a little bit.
And then I'm gonna be looking at my eyelids again.
Right. That's sleeping. That's what she calls sleeping. Looking at her eyelids. Yes. She does that all the time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap it up, and we'll holler at everybody till next time. So at the end of the day, it's
Mel
and me, and this is not the podcast. We just vlog it. So we'll just holler at y'all later. All right, bye.